lovely Samuel and welcome back to another LEGO review, and today we should take a look at the set 76086 Knightcrawler Tunnel Attack, which does contain 622 pieces for minifigures, and this did originally retail for £55, €50.50. So yeah, this price was honestly everywhere. And yeah, the Justice League sets clearly didn't do well because some places you can still find them, which is honestly quite insane to me that they're still here like 4 years on. And yeah, Justice League, it must have been a bad wave because I actually did miss out on the Flying Fox, or the Flying Box as I call it, because it was literally just a box with wings. So yeah, that honestly is a big indication, I say, as I've been collecting since 2012. And this video was inspired by AshnFlash. If you saw his community post, he did saying what he was doing, and he was trying to get other YouTubers to follow and do it. So I thought, hey, I've been with DC, as I've said before, since 2012, so it would be a bit weird if I don't join in, wouldn't it? This video is black and white, and yeah, I've got it in the 4.6 ratio, which, guys, what I will do, I'm going to redo a new intro and outro, and I will release this in color full screen later on down the line. So I thought I'm going to do that, try and get two different videos out of it. But yeah, here you can see the set, which honestly looks pretty awesome. We have some pretty cool minifigures down here. So yeah, let's take a look at the minifigures in the build of the set. So taking a look at the minifigures, you can see that we have Barry Allen, the Flash, and we also have the Batman from Justice League, the Ben Affleck Batman, which hopefully will return in that Flash movie, which hopefully Grant Gustin also appears. But here you can see Batman's printing, which honestly has its all like nice little bullet prints, at least they're not hexes. But yeah, you can see that back printing, which honestly I think is really nice. And the cape, I've always liked the Batman capes. I've always thought he's been a really well done figure. Though like the head, again, the printing is just not good. Like I don't get why they just haven't figured it out. The application needs to be a lot thicker. They need to definitely put a lot more on him, definitely. But there you can see the front printing, which honestly looks really awesome, right? So yeah, it looks really cool. You can tell what he looks like. I think is pretty awesome. We can all agree he's a great minifigure, right? Well, if we then move down to the legs, what has happened is exactly the same issue that I had with the Iron Spider from Infinity War. The lack of dual molding absolutely ruins him. Like, the print is off, like, lined as well. But look, the legs have just got to be back printed. Like, they've got to be dual molded. Like, it really affects his figure. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not the only one who feels that. I know it's just one of those figures that I don't get why they did it. Like, sometimes, especially in superheroes, they have to have dual molding or the figure falls flat. That's why I'm hoping that we will get another Iron Spider minifigure at some point, or that figure is forever not going to be perfect. But then taking a look at the Flash, this is the Ezra Miller Flash, which hopefully we do get a Grant Gustin. We should have got one and a Stephen Amell Arrow in Dimensions. So the fact that they've mostly got a season 4 and a season 5 respectively figures ready, I'm really hoping that we're still going to get them released. But there you can see the back printing with all the just the little details, which actually they look like hexes. Oh my, but there you can see that, which is pretty cool. And the paint application again is terribly done, and I don't think the likeness is too good to Ezra Miller, but hopefully in the Flash movie we'll get some great sets with like all Michael Keaton Batman and just some other characters. But there you can see that. Oh my, what if we get the Grant figure in that? Oh please, we have to, oh my. But anyway, there you can see that, which honestly I think is a really cool figure. The hood though is pretty interesting. I do definitely prefer the other one, but I feel like they need to just make a better mold and figure it out to make it a bit better. But there you can see that, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, that is the minifigures. Now let's take a look at the Parademons of the set. Here you can see that we have the Parademons of the set, which honestly look really awesome. We also have the mother box here, which is of course a cube, which honestly I think looks pretty nice. You can tell that we have all the printing there. And yeah, I think that is done really well. I like the printing on the top. I think it is done really well. You can see all the just detailing. It's quite an intricate build, I have to admit. Like, I mean the printing, sorry, not the build. But yeah, I think the mother box looks pretty cool, and hopefully that'll get a better purpose in the next movie. But you can tell what the Parademons look like, which honestly, I think it's quite cool. Just like their printing, I think it's really unique. Though they're sort of like the Outriders in the sense they don't exactly translate to minifigure variation completely well, but still I think they work okay. You can see him there, which honestly is pretty awesome. You can see the face print, which honestly I think is pretty awesome, though it looks a bit reptile-y, which honestly is pretty weird. That's not even a word, is it? Nope. And there you can see the wings, which honestly I think the wings are really awesome. I love it when they do that with the wings. I think it's just such a unique way, and it's like one of the perfect ways to get wings in Lego. They'd have to make a new mold, just some plastic cut out, and there you can see the back of the head, which is pretty interesting, which there you can see him without the printing, which honestly I think his head looks pretty awesome. And there you can see the back printing, which also is pretty cool, I have to admit. So that is the Parademon. Now let's take a look at the builds of the set. The build, actually. So taking a look at the build itself, you can see that we only have one build, and it is quite a massive build, and it's quite an obscure build, I have to admit. It is really weird. This was one of those sets, I don't even think I got it in 2017. It was either Christmas or birthday 2017 or 2018, one of the two. Wouldn't have been surprised if it was 2018. May have been that, because I think I'm worried about it getting retired. But first off, you can see that we have this sticker print here, which honestly looks pretty cool. And I have dusted this set, so sorry if it does look a bit dusty there. But there you can see that, which honestly, that sticker is pretty cool. And looking at the actual cockpit area, it looks kind of good, but then it looks bad in the sense of there's literally just these like massive gaps, which honestly is a bit annoying, because look, it sort of looks good in there, don't get me wrong, but the fact that there's massive gaps is kind of annoying. But then if we switch it around, you can see what the interior looks like, which honestly, Matt looks pretty cool. You see the yellow pieces there and everything, and you've got the little tan leg divider to help him sit in there. And yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. You've got those controls, though I think it is a bit naff. Like, they should have added at least something on there, like one of the like robot Ecto-Force arms. That would have at least made more sense. But there you can see that with all the gaps, which I still don't get why. And honestly, I dusted this. It took quite a lot of its parts, so I don't get why it looks so dusty. But then, you know, you can see that we have these little ridges down there, which I like it when just Lego adds some shaping to the set. I've always said this before. It's quite nice. It just shows some like extra effort, doesn't it, really? So then moving on to this one, this is what the arms look like, the legs. They all look basically the same. They are literally all just reversed, but taking a look at the leg here, you can see what it looks like, which I think this looks actually pretty interesting, I have to admit. You can see that it looks a bit skinny there with the joint, but still, nevertheless, it looks okay. You can then see we have that sticker, which I think that's a bit crooked. I may have done that a bit bad, but that was a few years ago. But still, there you can see that looking at that side. That is what the side of the set looks like, which honestly, that looks so weird. Just why is this? It looks just so random from the side, doesn't it? If we move the camera up, you can see that here, which honestly is quite funny. And then you see the reflection of the sand there. But yeah, this honestly is just really funny. And I really like the fact we've got these like reflective like hand top parts, which is generally what they're used for. You can see the side of the legs and everything, and just all of the technique, which honestly is pretty cool. I have to admit, I like the look of that side. That's what I think one of my favorite parts is just what it looks like. It just looks so aesthetically different in such a good way. It honestly looks pretty incredible. There you can actually see the back of it, which I have to admit I think looks pretty nice. You can see the exhaust and everything, which is really cool. I have to admit, I like that. You've got these like batarang hooks, and you got that to like, I don't know, attach something. Maybe that's for the grapple gun. Yeah, that's mostly for the grapple gun, and that's most probably for the thing, because you can stick the pin in there. So that is mostly what it is for, but of course it makes really no sense. But there you can see that we have that part and that part. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. We have the stud shooters on the back, like rotating ones, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that should be pressed down. I had to take that off to dust it. But yeah, there you can see that side, which the inside of these legs looks basically the same. Like, I think it's really well done. And I like how consistent, and the colours aren't too off. Like, the pins would have been nicer to get some black pins, but hey, would have blended in. Maybe some yellow could have worked better, because it's one of Batman's sort of primary colours or something like that. But there you can see that again, which honestly, I really like the look of this side. I think it is done really well. And that is the front of it. Again, there's not really much to show on the actual build. It's just quite a, like, I guess a bland build in the sense that there's not much to it. But nevertheless, I think it's just a really creative build, though. That is one thing I really like about it. But then there is a feature. So you can see that we have the set here in this frame. So what you do, you can simply move the legs out like this, and you do every single one of them, and yeah, it turns into a literal Knightcrawler thing. I don't know what this is meant to be, but honestly, it looks really weird than what you can do with Batman. Let's quickly slide him in there, though. It would have been really cool to get Cyborg, because that Cyborg figure looks incredible. Would have been cool to get a normal arm version of him as well. So then that would have made sense, as he did sort of do quite a lot of driving on this. But there you can see that we have Batman in there, and yeah, that is the idea. He is meant to be able to sort of do some sliding, because there is some reverse tiles on the bottom, which helps it run smoother, though they will get a bit scratched eventually, though they're transparent, so they're a lot easier to hide it. So yeah, that is what it sort of looks like when it's out. It looks so weird. I think the idea is that it sort of can go up, because if you remember in the actual movie, he sort of started like climbing the walls on it, so I guess you can do that, which honestly, that looks actually really like, what on earth is going on here? But yeah, that is the Ninja like Knightcrawler Tunnel thing. Why did I say Ninja? Because that is a Ninjago set, my bad. But yeah, there you can see the set, which honestly, I think this is a pretty cool set. Like, genuinely, I think it's a really nice set. Like, I think it is a really well done set, I have to admit. And I don't get, this is one of the sets I don't get why it did bad. Or the Atlantis set, I thought that was a fantastic little £18 set. And then I also thought this was a great, well, not £55. This should have been a £45 set, in my opinion. But yeah, nevertheless, I thought this was still a good set. So the fact it did that that bad? I really don't understand. So yeah, now let's take a look at my final overall thoughts on this set. So there we have it. I hope you did enjoy this kind of different review. Yeah, I think it was a pretty cool, interesting idea, and hopefully the editing does come out okay. But yeah, this, honestly, I think it's a really awesome set, and I don't understand why people didn't like this set. I get that, I don't know, it's really different, but I like it. I think it's really creative, it's really awesome, and yeah, I think this is a fantastic set. Though the £55 like price is absolutely terrible, this should be a £45 and we'd call it there. Like, honestly, that is where I think the set should be stopped at. But anyway, nevertheless, I still think this is a pretty awesome set. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy the Snyder Cut. And yeah, guys, please, no comments, any comments will be removed if there is any spoilers, because at the minute I haven't seen it, and I know tons of people haven't, and it's only on HBO Max, so I don't know. Currently, only a few countries have it, don't they? So I'm not exactly sure how the rest of the world's going to get it. So yeah, please be respectful and have no spoilers, and remember to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and until tomorrow's video, see you there. Bye for now.